The United States Supreme Court is staying out of the DACA debate, at least for now. The court said this morning there will be no ruling on the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program at the moment, the so-called Dreamers program at the moment. President Trump has said March 5th was the deadline to find a deal to keep the program alive. Our Supreme Court reporter, Ariane DeVogue, is with us right now. So what does this mean, Ariane, for the Trump administration, the Supreme Court's decision not to hear arguments?
Right, well, it's a loss for the Trump administration. The Supreme Court said it would not review that lower court opinion that temporarily blocked the administration from ending the program. So that means that these renewals can continue, but this whole issue is going to return to the lower courts. And remember, it's the lower courts that blocked that March 5th deadline. And the issue here was never the legality of DACA. It was always how the administration chose to end it.
So basically, the Dreamers, 700,000, 800,000. The president has suggested there may be 1.8 million, including many who had never signed up formally with the DACA program. The pressure is off them to come up with a solution by March 5th.
Well, it's true the pressure is off, but these Dreamers, they're not looking for the courts to fix this. They really want this long-term fix. And that's why they're really hoping that the president and Congress are finally going to come together and figure something out here, because the legal issue will play out, but it's not going to be the long-term fix.
But they have some extra time now. Members of the House, members of the Senate, and the White House, the president, they can work on it a little bit easier. They don't have that March 5th deadline hovering over them.
Absolutely. The renewals will be able to continue. The March 5th deadline is not in play right now.
And these lower court rulings, they've suggested that people can still go out there and register as potential DACA recipients.
Well, what they've said is that you can renew. You can't come in. There can be no new people coming in. But if you're a part of the program, you can renew. And that's where things stand with the lower courts right now.
And the fear that some of these Dreamers have is if they sign up, they could be endangered.
That's right. And so they've been apprehensive. Like, what's the future? Should we give up all our information? Should we come out of the shadows and then have this all go away? So that's a very clear fear on their part.
If it eventually does wind up in the hands of the 9 justices of the U.S. Supreme Court, any indication which way they might decide?
Well, what the Trump administration asked for here was a long shot, because they asked for this issue to come right to the Supreme Court and jump over the federal appeals court. And the Supreme Court doesn't like requests like that. They want to see it going through the federal appeals court because they want to hear from more judges on the issue. So if it ever does reach them, they'll have a more robust record here.
Well, let's see what happens. These are critical moments, and there are hundreds of thousands of these Dreamers who are very anxious to get some sort of solution. The president keeps saying he wants a deal, he wants a solution, but he's adding other stuff to this element, and it's causing some serious debate right now.
Absolutely.
We'll see if there's a movement on that front. Ariane, thanks very much.